Welcome back to Lead. Turning to our money lead now. President Trump has visited his private Mar-A-Lago club in southern Florida 7 times since taking office, spending a total of 25 days there. Now we're learning that the State Department promoted the property and still is promoting the property on websites, describing it as, quote, the winter White House and a prominent place where President Trump hosts foreign leaders. We're taking a look at this in our latest installment of our ongoing series Conflict of Interest Watch with CNN Money's Cristina Alesci. She's been digging into this. She joins me now. What exactly happened? Is this allowed?
We don't know how it happened. All we know is that the promotional arm of the State Department, something called Share America, that's supposed to advertise the country, is essentially advertising Trump's private business, Mar-A-Lago. And in the best case scenario, it's free advertising for Trump. Worst case scenario, it's a wink and a nod to foreign dignitaries that they can stay at Mar-A-Lago and potentially curry favor with the president. Now, I spoke to ethics experts on both sides of the aisle who say this is a clear violation of ethical laws in this country. There's a law specifically that says a public official cannot use his or her position for their public position for their own personal gain. And so that's what's going to be contested here. These ethics experts do draw parallels to what Kellyanne Conway did with Ivanka's brand when she promoted it.
Told people to go out and buy her brand, yeah.
Exactly, but this is far worse because it is actually the State Department on its own website essentially giving the history of Mar-A-Lago, touting the fact that foreign dignitaries stayed there, like the president of China just recently. So this is clearly another piece of evidence that it's very difficult for President Trump to separate himself from his business.
Well, especially when they're just shamelessly promoting his products on U.S. government taxpayer-financed websites. And we know that Mar-A-Lago has benefited from President Trump being elected president.
You're right. Right after the election, the membership fees at Mar-A-Lago increased. They went from $100,000 to $200,000. That raised some eyebrows. Mar-A-Lago said we were scheduled to have these increases. They were going to happen regardless of the election. But still, it's concerning to many in the ethical community. And President Trump, as you mentioned in your intro, continues to go to his properties when there are cameras around. And for anyone who didn't know what Mar-A-Lago was before he became president, they now know because it's on TV all the time. Of course, we need to be there to cover what the president does. So that's essentially free advertising for President Trump.
All right, Cristina Alesci, thanks so much. Latest in Conflict of Interest Watch. Now back to politics.